He got fucked over big time. That's literally the first thing I said on the podcast today.
And she's back home now.
Well, the chick he's got now is he got that one chick, right? That Emily
I don't
chick?
know how he gets.
How the fuck did he get that?
I don't know.
Legitimately, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. I talked to her for a little bit too.
Oh my god!
I was flirting with her a few months ago, like when I was at on the Fritz with Paige.
I saw pictures on Facebook. And I'm like, I hope I meet that chick.
But now, he doesn't even know if he's going to New Jersey now. He might be getting fucked over. The new building's not open until April now, and he doesn't know what he's doing. And what sucks though, even if he does stay here, Emily's going to St. Louis or something, or Detroit, which one or the other. So I feel bad for the kid. His life is kind of in the shitter right now. So I mean, every shit happens to people. You know?
That was out.
I can't twist this now. I'm like sweaty or what? I need a glove. Do you have an Amazon glove?
Yeah, I have one reach actually.
It's funny because all my friends' houses I've been over to work at Amazon, we all have gloves laying around.
Dude, I have 700 fucking cutters.
I know. Guess what though? This is bullshit. How about if you buy enough stuff, you can get
You don't need to put it on. I'll just put it on the thing and wrap it around.
Yeah. Do you know if you buy too much shit from the Granger machine,
they'll come after you?
No, they'll blacklist you and you can't get stuff anymore.
What?
I had a message come up that said that I reached my limit and I can't buy any stuff anymore. I had to tell safety and they have to fucking get me back on so I can use it. The only reason I've been getting so much stuff is because over at AMZL, drivers always need vests.
Okay.
They come in without vests and they need vests, and I just go get them because no one else does it. And we need cutters for tape. So I'll walk out with 3 or 4 cutters, 3 or 4 vests, and I'll get up to fucking 7 or 8 things in one session, and then they fucking kicked me out and said I reached my limit. What do you mean I reached my limit?
That would be annoying.
I thought that was just for that day. I'm like, oh well, it'll be good tomorrow. 2 days later, it still said I couldn't get anything. So I just wanted to warn you: if you're getting stuff out of the Granger machine, know that you can go over a limit. But I think you're still good because I have been getting shit for 2 years, and that just happened now after 2.5 years.
Yeah, I barely get shit out of the machine.
So yeah, you would have to literally, just fucking stand there and get probably at least 10 things a day for over the course of the next year.
All right.
But, it makes me realize how much shit I got. I probably wasn't using it. I was getting gloves from my parents and stuff, so maybe I was kind of.
I probably shouldn't say this, but when we went to Baltimore, I got gloves for every single person in my crew.
Who cares?
Yeah,
what do they care? But
they're free gloves.
Well, that's the thing. I thought they were free for us, but I realized that the safety people actually have to pay for it.
I'm good fuck.
And that's why I got fucking kicked out.
You know what? You know what? Let me tell you something. Amazon is a billion-dollar corporation.
Yeah, fuck them.
They can afford a couple of pairs of gloves.
That's true. Yeah, and they also could afford to give us full-time, but they just refuse to.
Yeah. They can afford to give us more than fucking 18 hours. I lost my health care because they don't give us 30 hours a fucking week.
Well, I got, why don't you get Medicaid like me?
I can't fucking afford it.
It's free.
Oh, it's free? Now I gotta look at that.
How do you think I have free health insurance, bro.
I need that shit.
Yeah.
Let me see if this video is live yet.
I'll send you a link. HealthGov. No, not HealthGov. Well, I signed up through HealthGov.org, and they transferred me over to, I have to find the site, but I got Medicaid, right? It's free, man. If you make under, a certain amount a year, I think under, $12,000 a year, $11,000 or something like that, or you're an Amazonian, and I put the same thing. I got approved, and I got free health insurance.
True, yeah.
That's what you got to do, man. I don't want to see what the health insurance.
No, I'm listening to you, but at the same time, I'm kind of pissed off right now.
Why isn't it working?
No, YouTube took down last week's episode.
Why?
I don't know.
What the fuck? Wait, well, we've been inappropriate?
No, I'm more worried about music.
Wait, does it at least give you a reason?
No, it just says the stream is unavailable.
Shit.
What's going on here?
Well, we could have been. I might have been too vulgar or something.
No, it's definitely not that. I don't know what the fuck it is that.
Then again, people swear on YouTube all the time, right?
Constantly.
Yeah.
We don't have ads on our videos. YouTube has been on some shady shit recently.
Think
That's fine.
Copyright infringement, something? Huh?
No, I'm not worried about it.
I don't know what the fuck the reason was.
Here's what I'll do.
They should tell you why.
No, what I'll do, because I was smart, I recorded the audio from last week's episode. Just read it and upload it. That's all. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, don't ever just have YouTube be our only copy. We don't want to have a missing.
That's why I'm
episode,
so worried about losing Adobe. I might have to pay that instead of my
PayPal credit. Maybe it might be beneficial for you.
I can't think about that right now. I gotta focus on the podcast. Good stuff.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the good stuff. Life is fun.
All I'm doing is I'm just episode. Just reading upload it. We're good. We're good. You can hear us. That's all. And I'm just gonna send out the link, and then we're gonna fucking intro.
You can do it this week.
Well, I'm gonna play the intro we made last week again. Remember?
Oh, we're just gonna do that again?
Yeah, we'll do that again.
I don't have to say it again.
No, remember we recorded one. I haven't edited it fully yet, but it's edited.
Right.
I mean, it's there.
That works. What's this about?
Oh, there was rumors that Meltzer said this week that they had somebody they might have found an investor for season 4.
Oh, okay.
So, but Ricochet said he doesn't know what he's gonna do if it does happen.
I see.
Because his contract's up. He has a 90-day no compete, but his contract's up after the season's over.
I'm not gonna lie. As much as I like Lucha, I haven't even finished season 1 yet. I'm so behind. It's kind of hard to keep up with everything.
It's so hard to keep up with Lucha Underground. So we can ignore that if we want to.
But it's on. I mean, it's on. I can binge watch on Netflix. Like, that's my plan. I'm eventually just gonna do that.
Yeah, that's why I kind of hope there isn't.
I'm only on like fucking like episode 10 or something. Like ever.
Sorry, I'm listening, but I'm trying to.
No, I just said I've really only seen like no more than like 10 episodes. Like, I'm super behind.
Oh,
I'm still in like fucking like late 2014.
See, I watched the first season like as it was coming out because I was super interested.
How were you watching it?
I just illegally through YouTube.
Okay.
It was when the first season was first coming out. It was everywhere.
Because I couldn't find it after that. Dude, even when I looked on Dailymotion, I couldn't find it.
Now it's hard to find. But when it first came out, you could find it everywhere.
Well, I actually had a torrent.
Because Ricochet was fucking killing it at first. Him and Morrison had this. They had it was a 60-minute Iron Man match. Holy shit! Was that a fucking great match? You gotta watch that one.
I did torrent the whole first season too, but that's when that kick-ass torrent still existed. I'm so pissed they took that down.
One second.
You're good. You're good in the proverbial hood.
Good in the hood. So
it's good in the hood.
Who do you think would have been out of the first season? Who is your favorite on the Lucha Underground cast?
I don't know. I haven't seen enough to really judge.
Because I was loving Big Rick, Ezekiel Jackson.
I really need
making a fucking no. It was Ezekiel Jackson was on the show. He made a fucking comeback out of nowhere.
Right. I wish I could get this to extend without having to end it. Because I feel like if I just want to sit here, but if I extended it, it'll be off balance.
Yeah, no tip.
It's all right. I just want to make an arm. I'm gonna get an arm.
One of these days, we need to make it with that or make a sandbag for the back part.
Yeah, I thought you had something like that.
No, I talked about it, but I never did. Like most things in my life.
Same here. It's all right. I'm gonna work out and fucking haven't done shit. I'm still fucking fat. Can't fit my pants. AMCL got me fat because I don't do as much physical work. We eat pizza and donuts every fucking day. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's like, yeah, free food, but my metabolism's finally telling me to go fuck myself.
All right, so let me get your opinion on this.
But I was gonna say about Lucha. I haven't seen enough to fucking really have a favorite. That's what I was gonna say.
All right, but I need to get your opinion real quick.
What?
White or black?
What?
For the logo, I kind of like this black one.
Oh, you mean that or that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Kind of like this one more with the white in line.
Are these two the same?
This one's straighter. I fixed that. The logo is kind of this one kind of shifting more.
I honestly like both. It's kind of hard for me to pick.
I'm gonna use this one for now.
All right.
Keep editing.
Yeah, we'll go with the black one. I mean, I don't think the white looks good too. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll just use that one for now. All right. One more thing I got to do is pull up the intro. And we are ready.
Sounds good, sure.
We're like 30 seconds away.
It's all good.
Fuck, where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it. We got it.
I have to leave by like.
All right, that's fine. We'll get this. We're about to get this shit going once I get this. it's starting right now. So, all right. Once it starts playing, that'll be the start of the episode.
Good, bucko.
Hello, all you listeners out there. This is the Phenomenal Podcast with your hosts, Tony Musolino and Drake Duncan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live on the Goonland Productions YouTube page. I am your host, Anthony Musolino. As always, I am here with Drake Duncan. This is the Phenomenal Podcast, live every single Saturday with an asterisk, sometimes Friday and Sunday. Life happens sometimes. Don't worry about that. We are here live, and it is a gorgeous Saturday. Drake, how you doing?
Fantastic. I got an Oktoberfest coming up today for German neighbors. I can't wait to get some schnitzels in me.
You got schnitzel coming. I got a steak coming later today. Yeah. My pop's cooking up steaks. I can't wait for it.
You don't happen to have a spare pair of Lederhosen?
Well, I look like a guy who owns Lederhosen.
It's questionable.
Now, if you're looking for a kilt, I'm your man, but not Lederhosen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I am Scottish. Are you Scottish too?
I'm not Scottish, but I like free. So, but we are here
Big
live.
Highlanders fan, huh?
I love the Highlanders, man.
I remember them.
Rory and Robbie.
I'm
I still know their fucking names.
I'm Robbie. Go, can you see them versus the Bar?
No, I would like to see them versus the Highlanders. Or the Highlanders versus the Bushwhackers. Sorry.
I was gonna say the Highlanders versus themselves.
Yes.
What is this, like Al Snow versus Head?
Yes, but no, them versus the Bushwhackers. Fucking hilarious.
Yes, it would be. Yes.
It'd be a great. Well, it wouldn't be a great match, but it'd be funny to watch.
Entertaining, like Grado versus Rockstar Spud style.
Yeah, I could see that.
Ish.
I'm not a huge Rockstar Spud fan. I'll be completely honest. But
well, I mean, it's like a gimmick.
But I'm not a huge GFW fan in general, so we're just gonna completely ignore them.
I keep bringing them up like a bad case of herpes.
It's what it is. It's like the herpes that GFW is the herpes that won't go away. But I don't even know if they're called GFW anymore.
I don't think they are. I think they're just Impact now.
They're fucking the impact that they're gonna make is the fucking impact when the goddamn crown. They're goddamn everything collapses in on them.
Yeah.
But fuck Impact, GFW, Anthem, whatever the fuck they're called, because we're here to break down and predict Hell in a Cell tomorrow night live on the WWE Network. Big match is going on in Hell in a Cell tonight. My personal match of the night, but we're not going to start picking it yet, but my match of the night, I'm choosing it. I think it's the match. Nobody's going to think it's going to be a great match, but I think it's going to really top a lot of people's minds. That's going to be AJ Styles with Baron Corbin.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think you know what? We'll see.
I mean, I know it's going to be really good, but I actually think this show stealer is going to be Usos versus New Day.
I definitely
every single match that they've had has been phenomenal, no pun intended. And I just want to intend the pun. I don't give a fuck.
You can intend it,
but I'll let the listeners out there. They can attend or unattend. It's up to them. But every time they wrestled, great fucking match. Even in the pre-show at SummerSlam, I only saw like highlights.
Oh, they killed it though,
and it was fucking amazing. And this is good. This is going to be. Is this the first time tag team match in Hell in a Cell since DX versus the McMahons?
One of my favorite Hell in a Cell.
Is this the first time since then?
I'm pretty sure it's only the second time in history.
I was about to say it's the first time, but then like as I was saying in my brain, just remembered it must have been that DX shirt I fucking brought over earlier that it made me think of the McMahons versus DX. So I think this is the second one in history, and all. But I believe this is the first one ever for the titles, right? Hell in a Cell.
1 second.
Oh, he's got the Wikipedia up.
Yeah, I'm looking. I mean, there's been multi-man matches. The last multi-man match was the John Cena versus Del Rio, Punk, Ziggler, and Swagger. I don't
remember that.
That was a Raw dark match. What the fuck? They're having Hell in a Cells on Raw? What the hell? It was a dark match. Nobody saw it. So the last, Legacy versus DX.
Oh shit, I forgot about that one. That's because it's so forgettable.
That was 09, you know why it was forgettable? Because they locked Triple H outside the cell for
half. Was that 09?
Yeah. Yeah, that was 09. October 4th, 09, it was at...
But it wasn't for the titles, was it?
No, because they didn't have titles at that time.
So, okay, this is the first one ever for the titles that I know.
Definitely the first one for the titles, yes. Yes. Technically the only legitimate tag team Hell in a Cell match, because the other one was a fatal handicap match, technically.
Oh, because
it was the McMahons, DX versus the McMahons, and Big Show. Mm-hmm. Great match. I'm serious when I say that one of my favorite Hell in a Cell matches of all time.
I have to see it again. I just remember that was the debut. That was the debut of the bigger cell. Remember?
It was gigantic.
Yeah, you realize they've used the same one ever since. I was more of a fan of the older one because you can like throw people off of it. And shit.
Shane McMahon jumped off.
Shane McMahon. I'm gonna be serious right here. As excited as I am for the second Hell in a Cell match, Owens versus Shane, and that also may steal the show. I'm legitimately concerned that Shane's really gonna fuck up himself because he botches moves sometimes. At Survivor Series, you know, he got a concussion.
Oh, he got fucked up on that spear.
So because he's not like an actual athlete, but he is good. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But he only wrestles like maybe once or twice a year. I just don't want him to do it. I don't want the guy to kill himself. That's all.
No, I agree. And well,
you see where I'm getting at? And also, dude's like in his 40s and he's a father. He needs to take it easy and watch these crazy spots. He's not like in his 20s or his 30s anymore. You know
let's focus on that later down the show because I want to keep talking about this tag team Hell in a Cell match because
absolutely
it's going to be very interesting because this one again. Now that I think about it, it's probably going to be a handicap match. Think about it, right?
In what way? Well, no, because the Usos announced on SmackDown that the third member of the New Day has to be on the outside. However, there's no.
He's going to get in.
Exactly. There's no. Even though he's going to be on the outside, we all know there's no DQ in Hell in a Cell. There's no rules, so he's probably going to get in somehow. And I have a feeling it's probably going to be Xavier. It's going to be outside because like Kofi and Big E are your two strongest members of the team. And they would be an idiot to keep Big E on the outside. I don't think there was ever one New Day match, especially with the titles were on the line, where Big E was on the outskirts. Because he's the muscle, you know. You need Big E in there.
Big E's in the match. Big E's for sure in the match.
Yeah, they've never had him not in the match, but it's usually Xavier that's on the outskirts.
But at the same time, I could see them having Kofi on the outside because they could save Kofi for like a really big spot.
You know what? I didn't think about that.
For like a big jump, like
they could.
Like somehow like he gets in the cage and he like climbs halfway up the cage and like jumps in the ring and they're all in the ring.
Sometimes they'll have Xavier, much to my surprise, so it could happen.
Because Xavier, a lot of people talk
Xavier's underrated.
He's a very good wrestler.
He is. He's underrated. Hey, I remember when he was. You're going to be mad because I'm bringing it up again. I remember when he was Consequences Creed.
I fucking love Consequences.
Oh, well, you didn't want me to bring up TNA.
No. Let me paraphrase this. I will talk pre-2013 TNA. Okay. I will not talk after that.
And that's funny because 2013 is when I started to stop liking it.
Yeah, that's when everybody started to stop liking it. Like that's what
was actually, like I said, it was Aces in 2012 technically.
Exactly, and then Magnus got the title, and it was just shit.
But that shit with Hogan's thing actually seemed pretty fucking hilarious.
So bad. It was so bad. But fuck that, because like I said, this tag team match is going to be interesting. I really think the third member is going to get in. And I think there's going to be a big squad.
Almost definitely because especially since the pressure's on in this match because they've had so many because they continuously outdo themselves, which they've done and proved over and over again, and now they have to do it. Like they have to continuously up the ante. So there's gonna be some crazy spot guaranteed.
Oh yeah, because like you said with the Shane McMahon match versus Kevin Owens, we'll get we'll get into later. They're going to do something crazy. So this match is going to have to do something crazy too. It's going to have to do something crazy.
Yeah, they have to. And it's and also, is it the only other? There's only 2 cell matches.
It's only 2.
So yeah, not seeing that they're the only other cell match too. They have to.
Is it weird? That
This could culminate.
Is it weird that WWE titles not in the cell?
It is kind of weird. I don't know why they need to change the names of these pay-per-views. They need to change the. I don't know about you. It's always bothered me that they call it a pay-per-view Hell in a Cell. That they call it a pay-per-view TLC. They need to be more original.
I want TLC. The TLC match needs to be a feud ender. That's what the TLC
needs to be. A
feud ender.
Yeah,
same with Hell in a Cell. They need to be feud ender.
Don't get me wrong. I like these matches, but when you have a whole pay-per-view like concept based, I hate concept pay-per-views. It's dumb.
No, I can appreciate a concept pay-per-view, but then don't do it with. These are, if you think about it, TLC and Hell in a Cell are probably your 2 biggest. Other than like the Elimination Chamber,
and then also they got the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I remember Elimination.
No, they don't do that anymore. The last one they did.
Didn't.
Well, they did that Network special a couple of years ago, but they did stop. Yeah, they did stop.
Did they not have one this year?
No.
No, they had an Elimination Chamber match.
They had a match, but it wasn't an Elimination Chamber. You're right. It was.
Wasn't that Bray Wyatt? Didn't he win there?
You're right.
Okay.
Because it was the new cell and everybody hated it because it had padding.
Oh yeah, that had. Yeah, you weren't there at my house.
Yeah. Why does everybody hate the padding? I was
going to say I actually like that match.
Oh, they're not landing on metal. Good. That's the good thing. You want these guys' bodies getting destroyed.
They were able. Remember? Yeah, I remember I joked and I said it was the padding. work for fucking splitters. But fucking yeah, actually I actually really did like that match a lot.
Yeah, it was.
And I like the new design. Yeah, okay, like I guess I could see some of it sucking that there was like padding there, but they were able to do more cool spots.
Yeah, no, I remember they did like a big suplex off this cage or something. I can't remember. I gotta go back and watch that.
But anyways, I've always hated the idea of a pay-per-view being named after a match.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it seem as special. Like, you know when it's going to happen. I think one of the greatest things about specialty matches like TLC, Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chambers, when you don't know when it's going to happen.
Especially when you have so many, like, I agree with that. And then another point on top of that, especially like when you have so many good names, like we said last week, you can bring back Armageddon, you can bring back Judgment Day, bring back like
Unforgiven.
Well,
at least they brought back
Revolution would be a good one.
At least they brought back No Mercy, and what was the other one they brought back? Backlash. Now, okay, that's cool. They brought those back. But
Clash.
Yeah.
They brought back Clash too.
Yeah, but yeah, Judgment Day, Unforgiven, and Armageddon.
Shit,
I'm waiting for those to come back.
drop TLC and make fucking Starrcade a pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
Aren't they doing that?
No, it's gonna be fucking. Remember, it's gonna be live then.
Oh yeah. Well, I wish that would be. And wait, you said that's not gonna be on the network? That's bullshit.
They're not talking about it. They record all the live events.
Well, I would like,
taped, but I'm sure if they're not gonna.
I would definitely like to see that footage. If they knew what was good for them, they know that fans would want to see that.
So. Well, forget about Starrcade and all that. Who are you picking in this match? Because
the tag team.
As much as I love the Usos, I do not want to see the belt switch again.
Here's the thing, though. You remember that little rumor I told you that they're trying to get the New Day to beat the Dudleys records for.
That's what I worry about. That's what I worry about.
Right, me too. So I think that I'm gonna just because of that, the pattern that they're going, I'm gonna predict that the Usos are gonna get it back.
Oh, you're gonna go with the Usos?
Yeah, I just honestly, I don't get me wrong. Both tag teams are great. I love both, but I think the Usos are like red hot right now. My opinion. I think they're amazing. When they do those promos, I get like pumped up. Like there's like the Uso Penitentiary. Like this is fucking sick.
At first, I thought they were goofy, but the more that I hear them, the more I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go to Uso Penitentiary, bro.
Right, and mind you, this is coming from someone who cannot stand them.
You're not gonna make that jump. You're not gonna make it. My cat's trying to jump. I have like a divider between my living room and my kitchen. My cat's trying to jump from that to the top of my fridge. He's gonna fuck himself up. Sorry for the delay.
Yeah, sorry. He's about to do Shane McMahon. We need commentary. Don't do it!
We just need a cat cam. They don't want to see our ugly faces. We just need cat cam.
Don't do it! Think about your family! My God!
He's looking at you like, maybe I'm gonna think about it.
my JR commentary scared Bruno.
Yeah, but you were saying
Tony's cat. So yeah, this is someone who did not. Hey, that's my microphone. This is someone that did not care for the Usos when they were faces. But as soon as they turned heels, I got like so into them. Like, okay, like this is what they should have been all along. Like, this is awesome. Like they're authentic now. Like,
oh yeah,
they're not like corny. Like fucking, oh, it's our tribal. This is our tribe. I always hated that dance they did when they came out the face paint.
It always bothers the hell out of me that the Samoan guy had to have a Samoan gimmick.
Exactly.
Like, why can't you just be himself?
It was retarded. Remember when
like, I'm not a fan of Tobu Divas, but if you watch Tobu Divas, like before, when they were still just like the good old boy Usos, it's the same guys that they were on that show.
Yeah, and you remember when The Rock first debuted as Rocky Johnson? It was so gimmicky and cheesy. You know?
Oh, it was so fucking bad.
But and then look what happened. Look what happened to Rocky Maivia. He turned heel, became The Rock, and became phenomenal.
And now and honestly, you can get to the point where you can start arguing, at least for this generation, the Usos being one of the best tag teams.
Absolutely. Even when I didn't like them, they were still good. Just because I don't like somebody doesn't mean that I don't respect them. You know
always put on great matches.
Even when I hated John Cena, like I hated him, I still respected him. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah.
I'm talking about just character. There's no reason for me to hate money in real life unless they actually do something real shitty. Randy Orton's questionable.
Randy Orton's fucking questionable.
Randy Orton's questionable. You know what I mean? Whenever I say hate and love, that just 99.9% of the time, just know I'm talking about characters. But anyways, I'm gonna go with the Usos because I think they're red hot, and I think it's actually they're doing like hot potato with the tag team titles, which I don't particularly care for, mind you. But it seems to be working for these two teams, so I'm gonna go with the Usos.
Yeah, no, I can't agree with that. But I'm going to go with the New Day because I don't want to see a title switch.
Sometimes the hot potato dynamic works, although I'm usually against it. But I think in this instance, it's working for some reason.
It works, but it doesn't work when the whole fucking company's doing it.
That's my one problem. They should only do it for one tag team or one person, not fucking everybody. But you like the Alexa going back and forth.
Oh, the women's titles.
Why do they keep fucking Sasha? God damn it, that bothers me, man. Because Sasha is one of the best women wrestling today, and they screw her. That pisses me off.
I would not be shocked if Sasha Banks left the first few.
I don't know. Doesn't that kind of irk you how they treat her? I don't know.
Oh, it does. It irks her. Irks everybody. Because we should be looking at her as honestly as she's probably like the leader of our generation.
She is.
Yeah, I see that. That's probably because
I feel like she may have lost momentum a little bit here and there, but I think that was mostly poor booking.
But because you could argue Charlotte's probably the Trish Stratus of this generation.
Charlotte's amazing, and I'm also pissed how they're treating Becky. Like, I don't know. Becky, Charlotte, and Sasha, and even Bayley, if she can get her win back, deserve better. But that's a whole different story.
Yeah, the Force.
I think they want to book. I feel like they all have potential.
They want to book this huge four horsemen.
Yeah, what's that supposed to happen?
But everybody in the Four Horsemen. I mean, we'll talk about Charlotte later. I don't think she's going to win. I'll just tell you that right now. I think that all the women are on the down right now. None of them are going to be champions.
I know, they're talking about the women's revolution. Everything.
No, the women's revolution is going strong. Natalia's champion. I love it. But you know what? Let's just get into that match. Let's go to that match next.
You want me to go right into prediction?
Right. Well, you can go into your prediction. Like I said, I'm choosing Natalya. I think Natalia's run's got to stay. I would not be shocked if Carmella showed up, though.
Yeah.
I think they need to play it out more.
Yeah, I think they're going to play it out, but I don't think she's going to have a legitimate cash.
Well, she's been off TV.
On her, dude.
She's been off TV the last couple weeks.
They can't pull Corbin. Oh, she had. Well, no, she's been on TV.
No? She wasn't on TV last week. At least last week.
Carmella was on.
No?
Yeah, James Ellsworth was fucking tied out on the outside like a dog.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
I'm pretty sure it just happened this past week. I remember seeing her.
No,
I remember seeing. Well,
I'm looking at it right now. It says right here. It's CBS Sports, so it's kind of.
I saw James Ellsworth goofy ass fucking chained to the outside.
Yeah, right there. Carmella was off TV recently, so perhaps they're building up to a surprise cash.
I don't know. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I don't know. But
yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
That he was. I saw James Ellsworth goofy ass.
No, that was. But
anyways, I'm gonna go with Natalya too, only because she hasn't been champion since 2010 up until recently. You know, SummerSlam, where she won it back first time.
And she's been a good champion so far.
And remember a couple months ago, I'm like, I fucking hate Natalya. I can't stand her. Totally redeemed herself. I'm changing my opinion on her, my perception of her. She she's been a dominant women's champion, and she needs to establish herself as such. And I also don't know where they're going with Charlotte and Becky. Like, at least Raw, even though Raw has been kind of all over the place, at least you have the interesting dynamic of Asuka that's going to be happening soon when she comes into the fray. I think the SmackDown women need something to shake them up. Like, it's getting stale over there. And as much as I like Natalya as champion, and I think that she should retain, what the fuck are Becky? Well, yes, the Charlotte does have a shot coming up, but like, what's Becky doing? You know what I mean? They need something to mix it up over there.
The greatest storyline. What's going to happen is Natalya's going to hold the belt for like a month or two, and she's going to face Becky. Becky's going to win the belt, and Carmella's going to steal it. That's how you save Becky. You make Carmella the biggest heel in wrestling. And, I mean, you kind of put Natalya to the right side.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I'd rather, I want to see Becky with, an actual, long reign.
No, but here's the thing.
I'd rather have...
She gets it back again. You have a good storyline where she's chasing... Because what you got to do now... Because you build her up chasing the title...
Oh, you have Carmella... have Becky win the title, then have Carmella take it from her.
Cash in that same night.
But then they just keep feuding?
And then they feud for the title, and then in the end, Becky wins the belt. And that's how you build up Becky.
Okay, I like that.
Because I mean, as much as everybody loves Becky, you need to rebuild Becky right now.
You do need to rebuild
because
Becky.
she's barely on TV now, and when she's on TV, she's losing.
She has way more potential to be rebuilt than Bayley, to all due respect.
No doubt in my mind.
I feel like Bayley, doesn't it seem like when Bayley talks, she's shy and doesn't seem motivated?
It sounds like the worst. It feels like the worst thing that...
She seems deflated.
The worst thing that ever happened to Bayley was getting moved.
She comes out and goes "Oh, sister, I'm gonna get you." You're so fake.
She needs to get sent back to NXT ASAP.
I'm gonna get you, sister. And I have all, she's just so fucking corny.
See, I think that's where they fucked up. They should have, instead of Asuka coming to Raw, they should have had a trade between NXT and Raw.
Oh wait, weren't they
Bayley
supposed
for
to do
an
that
Oscar.
shake-up shit where people go back to NXT and vice
They
versa?
talked about it. They never did it. There was a lot of rumors about it. They never did it.
Right.
But I think for all these plans,
But I like what you were saying about the women division, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Carmella, even though she hasn't been on TV that much, she's been my favorite so far because it's interesting to know that she has the briefcase and can cash in anytime. Also, she's just her and James Ellsworth carrying him around like a dog on a leash is hysterical.
Especially now,
it's like some like domination SMN shit. It's hysterical.
Oh, that's what I think that they're trying to draw that. I think they're trying to put a line with it. Don't be shocked if we go down that fucking route. She starts bringing whips and shit.
Dude, it's funny as hell. And honestly,
could you imagine fucking Ellsworth? I can
actually.
The fucking ball gag.
The sad thing is, I fucking can. The sad thing is, I can.
Please, just one time.
He probably does do that in real life. He's got that look about him, like he just like he does like weird, freaky shit sexually.
He got a fucking offspring tattoo. That tells you about
right. I still don't know what happened to his jaw. Maybe like he had to get surgery on or something. I don't know. Look like he got his jaw blown off.
I think God was just sitting up there and he's like, I made too many chins today. I don't need to make one anymore.
I do like Ellsworth.
I have a lot of respect.
He's entertaining to me.
Ellsworth's technically living the dream. So
I don't know. A lot of people don't seem to like him, but I find him entertaining.
Oh, I enjoy him.
But anyways, I think Natalya should win and is going to win. Like I said, Charlotte and Becky, they have a lot of time left to get their spotlight back on them. Natalya's, I believe, probably the oldest out of all of them. Maybe Tamina's a little older. Natalya's the veteran now. Let's be honest, she's the veteran. So why not give the veteran her time now when the younger, more hungry divas, women, they'll have more time in the future to get it back. Let's focus on Natalya.
Yeah, let her run with the belt. But let's move on. Let's go to the pre-show.
What is the pre-show?
Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the Hype Bros.
I'm going to make a prediction. Hype Bros are breaking up.
Oh, that's why I'm interested in this match, because they got to break up.
And I think Mojo. Does it seem like Mojo's going to attack Ryder, or Ryder's going to attack Mojo?
Ryder's turning. Ryder's turning. He doesn't have a choice. Why would they turn Mojo?
I don't know. I really can't stand Mojo. I'm not going to lie.
That's why they're not going to turn him heel, though, because kids like him.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you watch that Breaking Ground documentary, Mojo Rawley is a really good fucking dude.
No, he seems like
he's a good dude.
He seems like a good dude.
But Zack Ryder's a piece of shit. We all know that.
Why is he a piece of shit?
Fuck Zack Ryder.
Why?
Kane. The best thing that ever happened to Zack Ryder was Kane.
I mean, I was never a big fan, but like I know.
Never. I hate people from New Jersey.
Well, that's why I don't really like Enzo.
Dirty Jersey.
Dude, I got some shit on Enzo. Apparently, he's really German and he's not really Italian. That's bullshit.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He's being a fucking fuck. But I'm not gonna lie. I like him with the title is entertaining.
I like him getting his ass kicked by the division.
Yes, I think
that's fun as fuck to watch.
That is gonna make, even though I dislike. He's putting the cruiserweight on notice. I mean, you know what I mean? Like he's putting the spotlight on him now. So that is a good thing.
And there's no doubt that all of these promos are punishment for being a dickhead because he's just getting the shit kicked out,
right,
and in and out. Like it's fun to watch.
Right. So the pre-show, Gable and Benjamin are definitely winning because the Hype Bros are breaking up, and I predict that Zack Ryder's going to turn.
Yeah, I think he's going to turn.
I thought it might have been Mojo, but yeah, they ain't going to turn because kids like him too much. You're right.
I think they might tease that Mojo's going to turn.
He's a football bro, you know.
I think it's going to be like one of those things where like Ryder's going to lead the ring, and Mojo's going to be like, "Where you going, bro?
Right?
Where you going? We're a team, bro." Right. And then he's going to like they're going to tease like they're going to be friends, and then they're going to.
The only reason I wasn't sure who was going to turn because if you think about it, both have a legit reason to be frustrated. If, in my opinion, even more so Mojo because he wanted the Andre the Giant Battle Royal and has had nothing to show for it since. But at the same time, Zack Ryder won the IC title 2 WrestleManias ago and has really nothing to show for since. So they both, if you think about it, both of them respectively have had their WrestleMania moments in the past 2 years, but have nothing to show for it since.
And you got to think, he's been around for almost 10 years now.
Actually, it has been 10 years. Like he was an edgehead, remember?
It was like 2007, 2008 when he became an edgehead.
Him and Kurt Hawkins. Poor Kurt Hawkins, Braun Strowman killing him. That was great.
That was fun to watch, man.
Dude, it fucking was hilarious.
But yeah, there's no doubt that Gable and Benjamin are going to win this match.
Right.
No doubt.
Even though, and remember, we had made a prediction that they might turn each other eventually.
I think that's still going to happen. I still think it's going to be Benjamin turning on Gable. I just think they there's no.
They need to be single superstars, man.
I just think let it ride for right now. You need tag teams.
Well, yeah, you can't. Has this ever happened in history? A double fucking breakup at the same time. Can you imagine? And both teams turned on each other. Has that ever happened in history? Have a weird
tag team of Chad Gable and Mojo Rawley.
Has that ever happened in history? Wouldn't that be like crazy? I can't think of that ever happening.
Technically, there was Cody Rhodes turned on Hardcore Holly, and and went with DiBiase.
Oh,
And he won and lost the tag team titles in the same in the same match.
I know, but can you imagine if like Jordan turned not Jordan, if Gable turned on Benjamin and if Mojo turned on Ryder in the same night? It'd be crazy. But they won't even do that shit.
Oh my god! I just realized something.
What's that?
I never plugged the mixer in.
Wait, we're not.
No, they're getting it through here.
So it sounds like shit to them.
Yes.
Fuck.
I'm glad I realized that.
How about now?
Half an hour. Corbin, what the fuck is going on? Now, why isn't this mic working? I was totally off my game today.
Wait,
Totally.
we didn't lose any of that, did we?
No, we didn't lose any of it. Nothing was lost. Nothing was lost. We're fine. It's just the first part sounds like shit. I'm gonna have to edit it, and then halfway through the episode, it's gonna start sounding really fucking good. That's all. That's all. We're fine. We're fine.
Blame it on the cat. Say they knocked over a wire or something. Like literally, just say that. And
Yes.
who was not gonna believe you? Like
Yes.
people's like, oh, cats. And they're like, well, he's cute. I'll subscribe to this guy. He has cats, and maybe I'll fuck him. There you go. I'm thinking, looking out for you.
All right.
You gotta be the cute cat guy, and then we can get pussy brings pussy.
Pussy brings pussy. You're absolutely right. Sorry for the delay if there is anybody listening.
Leave that out.
No, we're fine.
I didn't even talk in the mic for that.
Yeah, most of this is
Well,
going to
speaking of pussy, who's that?
Oh, that's Catalina. Or Katrina. She's good looking.
Sorry, remind me who that is again.
She's in Lucha Underground.
Oh yeah, okay. Is
But,
she the one that like is like the fucking 1,000 death fucking
Yes, that lady.
manager?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
She like licks people.
Yes. She can lick me. She can
Woo, all night long, brother.
Oh yeah.
I've read something somewhere. Are we back now?
No, we're back.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
I read something somewhere that when Ric Flair came out of his coma, like he couldn't recognize, he couldn't remember Charlotte's name. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear that, but
Isn't that nuts?
You gotta understand, though, coming out of a fucking coma.
But like he was like remembering stuff about wrestling and stuff, but like couldn't remember his own daughters.
Well, I mean, you gotta understand, the motherfucker. I'm sorry. He's admitted himself. He didn't give a shit about his family till like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just glad Flair's doing all right.
Yeah, no, he's doing good. But let's move on to his protege in a match that I literally have no interest in. Randy Orton versus Rusev.
Oh, I'm like, oh, his protege. What? Yeah, I don't have interest in either because I'm so tired. Like it's been 15 years. And they're still like we're still supposed to get excited and get we're supposed to get like wet when he does an RKO out of nowhere. Half the time it's not even out of nowhere, bitch. Like you just fucking move the camera an angle.
That's really all it is. That's all it fucking is like he just ran down the ramp and the fans were like cheering for a good like 3 minutes.
He just didn't fucking pan the camera in time. He did it on purpose to make it seem like it was out of nowhere. He doesn't come out like some vortex or some black hole. Maybe on the hilarious edited YouTube videos, yes. Like when he'll like fucking like RKO like a NASA spaceship and shit, but like come on, man, this is ridiculous.
No, it's ridiculous.
I'm over it. He's just gonna bury Rusev again, and if Rusev, but hold on, there is a chance Rusev might win because Aiden English might get involved.
Rusev has to win. It would be fucking retarded.
You know how many fucking times we said this person has to win, and then we've been wrong. Over?
And I know, and then how many times has that person's career been shot because Rusev can't keep taking these losses. Rusev has not been dominant since fucking 2014. That was 3 years ago.
Well, I was going to say 15, but I hate to say this, but I feel like your boy Cena kind of fucked that up at WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying. No, that was the start of it.
He took the U.S. title.
Not even Mania. Mania was cool. It was him getting buried in 3 straight matches. That's what fucked him over.
Yeah. Didn't he win that fucking stupid 4 corners post match or whatever? They're like with the whip or the belt.
No, Cena won.
No, the chain match.
Cena won it.
He won that too?
Yeah, Rusev's match, Cena won.
Ugh.
So that's what Rusev has to win. If Rusev doesn't win, he just needs to fucking leave the company because they ruined him.
I've been saying that about him. I've been saying that about Wyatt, and I've been saying that about Ziggler.
Because Rusev, he'd be good in Japan.
Fuck yeah, he would.
Why would be good in Japan? All 3 of them would be good in Japan.
All right, well, here, listen. I'm thinking he might get buried. Now, it seems like, though, now that Rusev has a bit of a, like, budding relationship with fucking Aiden English for some reason, so maybe there'll be, like, a fucking tag team soon or something. I don't know. Or his manager. So
I can see manager, not tag team.
I'm going to go. This is just me wishful thinking and thinking what should be done. I'm going to say that Rusev's going to win. But then again, he beat him he beat Orton on SmackDown.
No, they traded Orton beat him this week on SmackDown.
Oh fuck, really?
No, yeah, they traded quick wins.
Actually, you know what, man? Maybe I didn't watch this week's SmackDown. I thought I did.
Yeah, you might have been off. I might be wrong too, but I know they traded victories.
Wait, are you sure?
It's 50-50 right now. They're 1-1, so it's WWE. They're 50-50.
No, I did see SmackDown, dude. I did see SmackDown. Yeah, it ended with Owens beating the shit out of Shane.
You know what it was? When Rusev first came back. Remember, Orton beat him on SmackDown his first week back,
and then Rusev beat him right after that.
That's what it was.
But so do you think because Rusev beat him on SmackDown again, now Orton's going to win again?
No, because it's 50-50, so it's even. Anyone could win.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with Rusev, but I'm probably wrong. Yeah, but I don't have. But I would say if English wasn't involved now, I would probably say that Orton win. But I think English is going to get involved and help Rusev win. All right. And he needs it. I'm going to say he is. I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to go with Rusev. And I don't really have interest either. So let's move on.
Well, another match that I kind of really don't have interest in either. Surprisingly, I don't care about Rusev and Orton. What's this one? I love Bobby Roode, but I hate Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, I don't really care for Ziggler either. I was talking about this with A.P. Whitman, and he was saying that he likes it the Ziggler thing because he says he's making fun of the company, making fun of the booking, but he's also making fun of legends and it's who are actually good in the ring. He was making fun of flashy. Just hear me out. He's making fun of flashy entrances when he has a flashy entrance himself. He calls himself the show off for fuck's sake. Yeah. His music says, "I'm here to show the world." He comes out and shakes his ass.
Literally shook his
ass. Looks like Billy Gunn mixed with Shawn Michaels, ripping off both of them. Yep. So tell me how you're going to make fun of fucking entrances whenever you have a flashy entrance yourself, and you're going to make fun of entrances of legendary superstars like Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, and all of that. But they also could back it up in the ring. So everything about this gimmick right now is just stupid, and it's annoying. And I really think he just needs to fucking grow the balls to leave. But however, he may be just waiting for his contract to run out. In that case, I guess I can kind of understand, respect that. But he really just needs to go the Cody Rhodes route, join the Bullet Club, whatever you got to fucking do. I could see him getting over in the Indies. Because he is a phenomenal athlete. Don't get me wrong, he's great. But I feel like, given a name like Dolph Ziggler, you were never going to go far anyways. You know?
Oh yeah, no. That was his first strike against it, was that stupid ass fucking name.
But he can back it up in the ring. He's that good. But his character is crap right now. And yeah, I guess it's kind of just like him making fun of booking and shit. But it's like, I don't find it entertaining anyway. It just frustrates me more that he's even in that position to have to be making fun of that, if that makes sense to you.
Oh, no, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. It definitely makes sense.
So it's like, I'm not going to find it entertaining when the whole reason that's being done is just because they can't find anything else for him better anyways. It's almost like they're making fun of booking, but they're also making fun of him because he's like the ploy, he's the puppet behind it. At the end of the day, you're the puppet behind the writer's strings. So they're kind of fucking shitting on you too, man. So he needs to just fucking go away and just move on. Yeah. And there's no reason why he should win this match.
No reason why.
Bobby Roode just came to SmackDown and hasn't had a big match yet.
His first pay-per-view, they're gonna fucking draw him to Ziggler. You got a better chance of Vince McMahon coming out on television and giving birth to a child.
Right. Now there might be something crazy, like Ziggler might pull off a victory for some weird reason. But
don't say that. Don't give him
fucking
ideas.
Bobby Roode, who just came in off a hot, amazing NXT run as the champion, so he needs this victory.
Still hot. The Glorious is still over.
Ziggler will be fine once he leaves WWE. He just needs to fucking grow some balls.
No, I agree. I totally agree. And there, like I said,
but he might be stuck like Daniel Bryan. And speaking of, I can't wait till Daniel Bryan can start wrestling again next summer.
It's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting next summer.
Bobby Roode needs this match. I get a weird feeling that Ziggler might win, but don't. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying they might do something weird, you know. And then Roode gets the victory on SmackDown instead or something. But this is a big fucking match for Roode and Ziggler. It's already like fucking washed up, so you gotta
washed up years ago.
Gotta give it to Roode. I gotta go to Roode. You know what I mean?
Gotta go with Roode. I gotta agree with you 100%. There's no way Ziggler wins. Here's my thing with these promos.
Yeah,
I don't care if he'd rip off entrances. He did it entertainingly. That's the problem.
He was. He didn't or did do it.
If he did it entertaining.
Oh yeah, he did it. It was dumb.
Yeah, all
it wasn't
the
funny.
Stupidest shit. He's cutting terrible promos in between them. Like, none of these promos that he's cutting while he's doing it are good.
That's not entertaining. It's not, bless you, it's not funny.
Thank you. But, yeah, none of them are good. And fucking...
you can maybe argue it's not supposed to be funny, but okay, it's also not entertaining. At the end of the day, it's called World Wrestling Entertainment. If I'm unentertained, you're doing something wrong, whether it's you or booking or both. You know what I'm saying?
Know what they should do with Ziggler? They should go like the Brian Pillman route. And have him just lose his fucking mind.
And just like run around streaking and shit?
Not like stuff like that, but just
I was thinking of Brian Kendrick when he was...
you're thinking of Brian Kendrick.
Pillman. Oh, loose cannon Brian Pillman.
Yeah, like just start doing crazy shit. Like, no,
isn't that kind of Dean Ambrose though?
It do it in a different way though. Dean Ambrose is like
give me an example.
Like he just starts losing his mind.
Like he similar to like this might be kind of an off the wall comparison, but kind of like when Alicia Fox when she went nuts and started like fucking throwing shit.
Kinda, yeah, kinda.
Like fucking slamming slowed everywhere and like
but not always doing that. Like once in a while he's just doing backstage, like just doing something really fucking weird. But it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, I don't know. The thing with the drums and the confetti, that was so dumb. But the only thing that was funny about it when he did that, when he came out with the drums and confetti, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
And the balloons. The only thing that was funny about that is Corey said, "Calm down, Byron. I know it's like your birthday party," and that cracked me up because I love when Corey fucking bashes Byron.
Best color commentator in wrestling. No
Absolutely.
doubt.
He's like, "Calm down, Byron. I know it reminds you of your birthday party."
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to talk about Dolph Ziggler anymore because fuck Dolph Ziggler.
You mean Dog Ziggler?
Doghouse Ziggler.
Well, you remember Rusev? Dog Ziggler.
Yeah, I do remember that now. Actually,
we'll continue. What's the next match?
Surprisingly, not even close to the main event. Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship.
Wait, what do you mean not close to the main event?
The two matches above it are the U.S. title and
well, sometimes the way they list it aren't necessarily the way that they fucking book the matches in order.
I would not be shocked if this match is not the main event. I would not be shocked.
I wouldn't either. Now, this is fucking... I'm pissed that we're actually at this point. There's no reason why after Jinder won it in May that he should still be the champion in October.
Well, before you start going on a rant, I got to give you a stat. It's gonna piss you off even more.
I know he's the 50th champion, the 50th WWE champion.
He has officially held the WWE Championship longer than Roman Reigns, which everybody's cool with, Ric Flair, and Chris Jericho.
What?
Yeah. Let that sink in for a second.
Like ever? Like what, has it been 6 months already?
Yeah.
That's been 5 months.
No, he's longer than all three of those men.
Well, how long? What are you talking about when Jericho was like the undisputed champion?
I don't know what I still.
See, they don't even specify which title reign. Reigns is a 3-time champion.
But it doesn't matter. That means his longest reign would have been his undisputed title reign. Now I think about it, yes, that would have been his longest reign as champion.
It seemed like Jericho had it a lot longer than that.
No, he really didn't.
Oh wait, you're right. He only won it. He won it in late 2001, and then lost it
at Mania.
Triple H. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And that was such a good run too.
No, it wasn't. He got treated like dog shit.
No, well, I mean, it was entertaining.
No, it wasn't his fault. It was booking. It was bad booking.
Yeah, but
I can compare his.
But I loved it because it was Jericho, and he was, even though his booking might have been the best, it was entertaining because Jericho made sure that you knew that he was the guy.
No,
he always talks back. He always, to this day, continuously reminds us that he beat Stone Cold and The Rock in the same night to become the first ever undisputed champion. It's hysterical.
No doubt. Know who I compare his reign to?
What's that?
Seth Rollins. Like, good wrestlers who deserve the championship, just their booking wasn't the best.
Yeah. But you know what? Here's the thing, though. You can never take away that Jericho was the first undisputed champion ever, so that's all that matters to me.
Oh, no, no doubt. I loved Chris Jericho.
I honestly wish before he would officially retire, I honestly wish before he would officially retire, that he just win a world championship just one more time, dude. Just one more fucking time, man.
I don't think he'll win a title, but I definitely think he'll be back.
Well, he was U.S. champion for a while. I mean, why not a world championship?
Because of age.
But remember, the original rumor was for him to win the Universal title.
But guess what? What happens after he wins the title? Why is this part-timer winning the championship? They're holding down all the younger guys.
I'm not going to say that. He's not a part-timer.
That's my internet.
Jericho's not a real part-timer.
That's my internet. That's my internet guy voice.
But Jericho's really not a part-timer if you think about it. Like, he kind of is, but not to the same aspect as like Lesnar and Goldberg. Like, he's more like Cena. Like, he'll come in and he'll wrestle week in and week out and leave for a few months.
I was gonna say because he's definitely a part timer. You can't argue. He's definitely a part timer.
Yeah, but he's a different kind of part timer.
He's a different kind of
because he'll still wrestle on Raw and SmackDown and not just pay-per-views. You know what I'm saying?
There's part timer A and part timer B. He just has
there's the part timers that just wrestle on pay-per-views like Lesnar. But then when he comes back though, he wrestles every Raw, and every SmackDown,
live events, all that.
That's what I'm saying. So to me, it barely even feels like he's a part timer. But you know what it seems? You know what I think would be a more fitting term? A seasonal wrestler.
I can agree with that
because he's off, kind of like a sport. But then when he's back, he's wrestling. He's doing everything. He's not just doing pay-per-views. He's doing live shows. He's doing Raws. He's doing the SmackDowns. To me, it seems like he's more seasonal. He just has he's just on his off season. Look at it like that. That is a Drakeology. That's a Drake term right there. Yeah. That's a Drakerism.
The Drakerism. Mm-hmm. A Drakerism. God damn it! You just made a thing.
I did make it a thing.
You just made a thing. But
I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna stand by what I said before. I still think Jinder would make a great U.S. champion, and I think one day, if they didn't build him so fast, I think that he would have eventually been a good champion. But they put it on him. You got to admit they put the title on way too soon.
Way too fucking quickly. I can still see him being a good champion down the road. But I think he's actually good enough to be a good U.S. champion.
Oh, his gimmick would fit now because of the gimmick and the fucking xenophobe Americas. Yeah, it's been done to death before, but it works. It last worked with Muhammad Hassan.
Shit, they tried to do it with Owens. You might as well just fucking do it with.
Oh yeah, because he's Canadian. Makes more sense. But they put the title on way too soon. I still don't think he hasn't impressed me that much in the ring.
He is boring.
And his promos have been done already.
And
they were racist.
I'm not. I mean the
just the fucking Rook part.
Just the Rook part. I'm still mad about that, Mr. Miyagi.
Did you know that wasn't that big of a deal. That was actually kind of funny.
We're going to take a really far sidetrack here, but did you hear about what's going on with Cam Newton, the football player?
No, I don't even know who that is.
All right. He's the quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. Okay. He's a good quarterback. But he had a press conference, and there's
It have to do with this kneeling shit, does it?
No. It was a female reporter, and she was asking a question, and she started talking about running routes. And he laughed. and he was like, "I'm not weird to hear women talk about routes," and people are losing their shit. It was just in joking. Like, he's around men all day. He's used to hearing all these dudes like talk about routes all day.
No, I don't know what you mean by route.
Like wide receivers, like when
Okay.
the routes they run.
Football.
Yeah, like it's the routes the wide receivers run.
So he just said that it's weird hearing it come from a woman.
And people, Dannon,
are freaking out because of that.
Dannon, the yogurt company, dropped him as a sponsor.
What?
Yes.
Who dropped him?
Dannon, the yogurt.
Just because he said it's funny just hearing it come from a woman.
Yes.
And he didn't say anything sexist or anything about appearance or anything like that.
Nothing. They're treating this like he went into the crowd and
what's
raped
the big
her.
deal?
He insulted a woman.
No, if you said anything, if you made a disparaging comment about her look, her race, or her sex, then it's completely understandable. I mean, when you make a bit off color comment, come on.
It was a joke. Are you telling me?
You do realize at least you are intelligent enough to agree and understand that there is a big difference between a disparaging remark and an off color comment.
That's a comment. I would make a similar comment. I would make a very similar joke. If you get mad at it, you need to grow the fuck up. Because here's the thing. Really, really weird.
I have managers call me fucktards.
Yeah,
and I get over it.
Getting on a really, really weird sidebar. These women want equality, but they don't want shit talk. Like, you can't say anything about them. You can say anything you want about a man.
That's the conundrum.
Yeah, you can say anything you want about a man.
We don't want to completely fucking abandon or dismiss our female viewers if we have any.
If we have female viewers, I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked that we have female viewers. But
Tony's single, ladies.
Yeah, I'm single.
And he has cats.
Wonder fucking why I'm single.
Hey, he's available, and
yeah, like a woman wants to hear me go on about this. But they talk about equality. But the instant you say something to them, they get all pissy. Like, what the fuck?
That's how it is, man. It's the way of the world. We're in a sensitive, politically correct world.
But we started. I know where we stemmed from was the Jinder Mahal doing the fucking the.
And he calls people xenophobes.
Like,
the only good thing I like about Jinder is when he says the modern day Maharaja. I find it hilarious. It cracks me up. I love that he says that.
They would just
that's the only thing I like about him. That he says
if they would have had him stuck to just cutting the promos he was cutting when he first became champion,
which were
exactly that. I'm the Maharaja. You hate me. I'm the
isn't he still doing that?
Nah, he's doing the stupid trying to make fun of him and with the pictures and a lot of stupid shit. If he was just doing simple promos,
he still is kind of fucking saying shit like that though. And the Bollywood boys how do you feel about them?
I don't mind them.
The Singh brothers, they're okay.
I think there should be more factions like that in wrestling. But I think they should be a tag team. I think they should be wrestling in the tag team division.
I liked them when they were the Bollywood boys. I really did. I liked them in the Cruiserweight Classic and all that. But now the whole thing is though the only reason he's retained is because the Bollywood boys have helped him, and that's fine. Yeah, because he's a heel. I get it.
Ric Flair retained for years because of the Four Horsemen. So
at what point? But don't you think
Hulk Hogan retained because of the NWO?
Now, sometimes, as much as we complain about things, sometimes we got to look at things from a business standpoint because at the end of the day, that's what WWE is all about.
Exactly,
it's making money. But now I understand, like, okay, the market in India and all that stuff, but at the same time, you're kind of just like fucking dismissing. American fans right now and Japanese fans would absolutely love if Nakamura would become champion right now, and I think it would increase T-shirt sales, it would increase revenue. And increase ratings.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any reason why not to put the title on Nakamura. But, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're trying to do. See, I mean, they got this long-term plan on Raw between Lesnar and Reigns. Maybe they got a long-term plan with Jinder. I don't know.
You know what I feel like the plan is?
What, they're going to hold it until he's going to hold it to WrestleMania?
I'm famous for those double prediction, like, this is going to happen because this match is also going to happen.
Shoot.
Shinsuke Nakamura is going to win. Because AJ Styles is going to lose. Because they're going to set up AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. It needs to happen.
It does need to happen.
It needs to I don't care if it happens at the Rumble or if it happens at Mania. AJ Styles needs to get away from the United States title. And he gets because Nakamura is going to win. No doubt in my mind.
Sometimes, though, like, what I really want to happen doesn't mean that it's going to happen. So that sometimes my predictions are a bit clouded because it's more passion of what I want to happen. But I also think that a lot of times what I want is like is what should happen, and is what I think is going to happen. So I don't know. I'm going with Nakamura too because I really just think Jinder's done enough. Like, how much more do we have to suffer through this, really? And also, think about it. Think about this. If Jinder retains yet again, what the fuck is next for them?
Where are you going to do with Shinsuke? Where does Shinsuke go?
Where does Shinsuke go? I thought the same thing about when Lesnar beat Braun. Where does Braun go now? What's next for Braun? Like, that shit pisses me off.
I still don't know. I can't give you a legitimate answer.
You build these people up. You make them red hot. You make people love them.
And then you just feed them to your stars.
And then you just like, fuck, okay, what's next for them? It's like, no, fuck. The guy that has a title is already good. What are you going to do to the guy that you're building up? He can't necessarily fall back on shit like your bigger stars can,
Yeah.
So they got to go with Shinsuke, man. And honestly, don't you think, I feel like they shot themselves in the foot a little bit with that, because that Mr. Miyagi shit got heat. I feel like maybe they might feel like they want to get the title off of Jinder too. And did they do that?
I think that will have zero standing in this decision.
I don't know. Well, it was just a fucking thought.
I think that's people overreacting to.
It was just a thought.
People want PG-14. They get PG-14.
No,
they bitch about it being over PG.
It was just a thought. I didn't know if it actually held much weight to it. I just thought maybe they're like, management might have been like, oh fuck, people are getting pissed off about this. We need to get the title off of him.
No, let me put it. Let me put it this way. If that was said during the Attitude Era, people would have yawned.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
I know. But there was much more racist shit back in.
Exactly.
Hold on though. What is Wait, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Hold on. About Nakamura. Go on. Continue.
Well, I was gonna move on to the next match. So like I said, I think AJ is gonna lose. I think Baron Corbin needs a win.
Yeah. I remember my question. Do you know if the WWE ever end up doing that tour of India? Do you know?
No, that's coming up. So that does play into this match. That does play into the match.
So I don't know now, because now that the tour didn't happen yet, I don't know.
Yeah, they just announced the dates for that.
Are they November or what?
Let me check. Let me see. They literally
check the dates, and then I might change my prediction.
A couple days ago,
honestly, I was going to say that Nakamura's going to win, but now I don't know.
September 2017. 2 days ago, they announced it. October 10th through the 13th.
That's like this weekend or next weekend. No, it is.
That's next weekend.
10th to the 13th. Okay, yeah.
Fuck, he might win.
Fuck. I think you're right. And honestly, okay, hear this. Nakamura is eventually, most definitely, without a doubt, going to win the title. But I actually don't know if Hell in a Cell is the place for it. It could happen like at Survivor.
Oh my god!
Actually, dude, it could happen.
Oh my god!
What happened? It could happen at Survivor Series. So I'm actually, and now that you just told me this shit, actually, I'm going to Jinder. I think Jinder's going to retain.
I was getting a scary idea in my head.
What?
What if Nakamura wins just so Jinder Mahal can win the title back in India?
I don't know if they do that.
They've done it before. That would pop the Indian crowd, though. They want the Indian market so fucking bad. They want it.
You could be right. Oh god,
that scares the fuck out of me thinking about it.
I don't know. I just feel like there's going to be some fucking bullshit again. Also, look how many times they with the Bollywood boys at Jinder side they fucked over Orton. They fucked them over not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times.
They just did it with Styles. Styles just won the title of the house show.
Oh, you mean that? You might be right.
Oh god.
You can. Wait. What is your prediction? Still Nakamura wins?
Oh yeah.
And then you think Jinder gets it at a. All right. Well,
I really hope not. I really fucking
honestly,
hope not.
my prediction's just as pessimistic. I'm saying that Jinder retains and doesn't lose until like Survivor Series.
I don't mind that. I wouldn't mind that. I think that would be the better option than what I'm thinking.
They got it. Do you know? Honestly, man, when was the last time a world title changed hands at Survivor Series? They don't. It seems like that doesn't happen enough at Survivor Series, and they need to fucking have a big main event for a title at Survivor Series.
Well, they had the triple threat at Survivor Series a couple years ago. The Rollins, Cena, Lesnar.
Oh yeah, but like no title. I feel like barely any titles change hands.
Oh no, well, yeah, no. Lesnar walked out with the title.
Titles almost never change hands. If you can fucking think in the next like 30 seconds, the last time a world title changed hands that was defended at Survivor Series, I'd be like, wow, you're fucking good. Because it hasn't happened that many times. So without looking,
Yeah, no, I can't think of it.
So exactly. So I think they need to have
I can't think of it.
a big title match at Survivor Series. Maybe have Nakamura win there. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, I
mean,
can see that.
Don't get me wrong. I want Nakamura to win this Sunday and think he probably should. But now that I realize that like he's probably just going to cheat again, and they got the Tour of India coming up, so Jinder's retaining.
Any way you look at it, the rivalry is getting extended another month. Any way you look at it, they already announced this match for Starrcade. So they're extending the rivalry. It's going to happen,
and it's just Hell in a Cell. It's not like a big fucking name pay-per-view. So
it's not even in the Hell in a Cell. So
exactly. For a second I thought it was, and I didn't realize till like last week that it wasn't in the Hell in a Cell.
They gave it to the fucking New Day.
So I'm not against.
I'm not against. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against.
And I guess you can't have more than 2 in one night. I might be overkill.
True, but
I'm going with Jinder. Unfucking fortunately, as much as I want and think Nakamura should win.
So, but who are you going with this AJ Styles Baron Corbin match?
I don't know. It seems like they're still kind of like fucking burying Corbin a little bit.
Nah, he needs a win.
He does, but they're kind of still burying him.
See that? But I could give the same argument.
He lost the tie.
But I could give you the same argument that you just gave for the last match.
What?
Where they extend this to Survivor Series with a AJ Styles win, and Corbin comes after him again.
Well, so that's what I'm gonna say too. I think Styles is gonna retain.
Well, no, I'm still going with Baron Corbin winning. So I really want my prediction to happen. I'm going with my crazy off the wall prediction.
All right,
but let's get to the main event.
I'm just going with the two champions retaining. Normally I would be more bold, but with the way they fucking booked No Mercy, man, like with like having pretty much every champion retain except Renzo. I just feel like they're just keep giving us this bullshit. Just going to keep feeding us the same bullshit. Every time I get excited and think, oh, well, this could happen, it never fucking does. You know what? I'm saying that both Jinder and AJ are retaining because WWE fucking sucks.
Always remember.
The only title change I fucking predicted was that Usos are going to get it, and I believe that's the only one that's going to happen.
Just remember, this isn't our universe. It's the WWE's universe. Remember that. We're not in control of shit.
Exactly.
But speaking of...
That's why I think they're going to go the bullshit route.
Well, I hope
they always fucking do.
But whatever happens, this whole pay-per-view, the match that's going to save the pay-per-view, I believe it. I believe this match is going to be a phenomenal match.
Absolutely.
Kevin Owens, my man.
God.
Legitimately my favorite wrestler in the world. I can 100% say that.
I think he might be mine too, dude. He's definitely my favorite WWE. So
versus my favorite of the McMahons, Shane McMahon.
I love Shane, man.
Not only in a Hell in a Cell, in a Falls Count Anywhere,
right.
The first time in history a Falls Count Anywhere. So that almost
right. You can only get the pin in the ring without. I thought there was pins. Well, I guess I'm thinking of the video game. I'd get pinfalls out in the outside of the cell.
Only in some of them. Only in some of the video games. Not all of them. Mm-hmm. I remember. I played all of them.
I think I just always had DQ'd Falls Count Anywhere. So I'm like, there was never a fucking...
True, there was that option.
I'm not going to lie. You can call me naive, but I always thought that Hell in a Cell was Falls Count Anywhere by default.
That's what I always thought, too.
All right, cool. I'm not alone.
That's what I figured.
That's why I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I didn't even know you had to add that in. I'm like, I thought you could always get a pinfall everywhere. I thought they just always did the pinfalls in the ring for for presentation and for epicness. You know what I mean?
That makes me question something. What would happen if Mankind didn't go through the cell? Would he have just carried him down, just carried him into the ring?
I don't know,
because he couldn't have pinned him on top of the cage. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that's just, and I know in the video game I pinned people up there. I don't fucking know, man.
That's a good question. But I think we're gonna find out this Sunday because I don't think anybody's coming off the cage. I think they're putting this stipulation in there to make sure nobody falls off.
Because I really don't want Shane to get hurt. Now I know when he did the spot last year or whatever, there was a giant air cushion, an air mattress on the table. You could see it.
Oh yeah, you could see it.
It was like an airbag.
You could see it.
But
I'm fine with that. I'm cool. He's allowed to have that.
What if he
still went through the table?
That's fine. I get concerned. What if he misses it? And now this cell is higher than the traditional cell. Remember, this is bigger than the one that Mick Foley got thrown on top of. This is the big cell. And I know it sounds crazy, and it sounds like I might be kind of being a pussy, but I don't want to see Shane get hurt. And also, he already did that spot. He doesn't have to prove anything. He doesn't have to do it again. He has nothing to prove. He doesn't need to do it again. Don't get me wrong. I think it'd be awesome if he see it happen again. But he has nothing to prove. We already know that he's a daredevil, and I just don't need to see it. But it's still going to be a phenomenal match.
Oh, they're definitely going to tease it. Don't get me wrong. But you know how I think this match is going to end?
Yeah. How do you think? Do you think they're going to be on the roof?
I think they're going to be on a roof. And not only are they going to be on the roof, I think some of the craziest shit we're going to see in WWE history is going to happen. I think Kevin Owens is going to package pile driver Shane McMahon on top of the cell.
Wonder if it broke.
I think at this point in time, they'll be fine. It'll be reinforced.
Right. Yeah. Ever since what Mick Foley, they always made sure it was reinforced after that. I bet.
Yeah, and you could see how solid that fucking cage is. That's a solid. You're not going through the cage.
Mick Foley's lucky he didn't die in that match.
Yeah, he really is.
That's literally my favorite match of all time, just because of the epicness of it.
No, you know why it's my
favorite match of all time? It was so epic.
You know what's my favorite match of all time? Because it happened in the great city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's another reason why I love it. It was in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Most people will look at me and be like, shut the fuck up.
Pittsburgh's awesome, man. Our boy Corey's from Pittsburgh. Our boy Angle is from Pittsburgh. My boy Elias is from Pittsburgh.
Fuck it. I love Elias. Well, you always say that.
Because I thought you didn't like him.
I talked shit to him one time.
It just seemed like you don't care for me.
No, I love Elias.
Sorry, I guess I just forgot. Hello, I'm Elias. I'm sorry. I literally forgot you kind of like him now. My bad.
Yeah, no, you fucking.
I forget. We both forget stuff, dude. Right? We're goons.
Okay.
We're goons. This is Goonland. What's what we do? We act like goons.
We act like goons.
So wait, what is So yeah, I think this match is gonna be awesome. I predict that Kevin Owens wins because as much as I love Shane, there's no reason he needs the win.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I said, I think he's gonna win with the package pile driver. I don't know. I know you don't know what the package pile driver is, but it's like.
No, I do.
Do you know what the package pile driver is?
Doesn't he kind of?
He puts him in pile driver and then he hooks his arms, like the arms, like
isn't it called that because there's isn't there something called like a package pin, like you just pick them up?
No, he created it. He that's what
I know. He lifts them up and then he puts their head down. I know what it is.
He's never done it. He does like the package.
He hasn't done it since Ring of Honor.
Well, he does the package powerbomb.
Yes,
which is kind of close. I think if there's any person that is going to be like Vince, this move needs to happen, and is crazy enough to take it. It's Shane McMahon.
I agree.
And one of these days, I have a feeling that move's going to show up. He wouldn't tease it with the package powerbomb because every time people, when he goes up for it with that package powerbomb, you can look at the people's face in the crowd.
Wait, you mean the pop-up?
No, the package one where he picks him up and then he drops him on the side.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. That's what I know what you meant when you said the package power driver because like I know he's picked up somebody for a package maneuver, but never actually executed the actual power driver. He was a package power bomb.
Yes,
but he hasn't done the actual package power driver since what, Ring of Honor?
He did. WWE does not allow power drivers except in big time matches with special people that have sway in the company.
That's true because remember when Punk did one on Cena?
He did it to Cena, who has sway in the company. Who has sway in the company? Shane McMahon.
Right.
I'm calling it, bro.
It seems like the McMahons like Owens.
I don't care.
Owens is obviously liked by the company. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in the position he's in, which I just think is fantastic.
He's the best talker.
I never thought that they. Don't get me wrong. He obviously deserves where he's at. I just think I'm just a little surprised, only to a degree, because you know WWE was always against like bigger guys, like he's fat. I'm just surprised I'm just glad they were able to get over that and realize his talent.
Yeah.
That his weight doesn't matter because he moves like a cruiser. He moves like a fucking lightweight. You know what I mean?
He's the man. I love him.
And he's so talented on the mic, you know?
As the saying goes, you're preaching to the choir. 100%.
He is literally the fucking best. He might be the best in the world.
No doubt.
So I move over Punk. Your couch is fucking, you know.
Move over Punk. Move over Styles.
Punk is a goon.
Move over Omega.
I'm
sorry. Move over Adam Cole.
Wow.
Kevin Owens, man.
Punk needs the fucking
Punk needs to shut the fuck up because he hasn't done shit in 2 years.
I was gonna say, honestly, out. Punk either should just come back or just fucking never talk about wrestling.
You get slumped again in the UFC, so we can go laugh at him. Fuck him.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Kevin Owens too. That's pretty much it for Hell in a Cell. But there's one thing we need to talk about.
What's that?
One thing. One fucking amazing goddamn thing that I never thought would fucking happen. At NXT TakeOver, wherever. I don't know if they announced the city yet.
When's the date?
No, it's just a TakeOver. They haven't announced anything for TakeOver yet. It's just at the next TakeOver. It will be, drum roll, Sanity versus the Undisputed Era, not the United Era, the Undisputed Era, which of course is Alex Cool, Adam Cole.
Come on,
get out, O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. Also in that match, though, this is another tag team.
That's the wrong drum roll.
Eric Young, no, not Sanity, I'm sorry. Authors of Pain.
You just ruined the drum roll.
You can keep going. Authors of Pain and Roger Strong.
I know it's hard for you to English sometimes.
It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Drum rolls right kind of, but it's making me laugh.
In
a fucking war game. I am so excited.
War Games is back.
Not only is this a War Games match, it's a triple threat War Games match.
Yes.
If you don't know what War Games is, War Games is they take 2 fucking rings, they put them on the ringside, and then they put a giant fucking cage around it, and it's just a giant brawl.
Hasn't been done since WCW era,
It has not been done since WCW. The last one,
like
I'm
at least
pretty sure,
20 years.
was like 98, because I'm pretty sure there was like an NWO version.
97 or 98.
Yes, because I'm pretty sure that's the last one.
I don't even know if I've actually ever seen one in its entirety. Don't judge me.
I haven't seen one. I've seen like clips from them.
Me too. I've seen clips and highlights. No, I did put on a random pay-per-view one day, and I was watching through, but I didn't finish the pay-per-view.
But that's my goal. Now that I know it's coming back, I'm watching all of them back.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But I'm
We're
so
gonna have to
excited.
find a list of all the War Game matches in history and watch
I
them.
never thought ever that WWE would be willing to give up ticket sales to put 2 rings at ringside, especially for a takeover.
Right.
Takeovers sell the fuck out.
Right.
I'm so goddamn excited.
I've noticed they've been bringing shit back, like the Shark Tank and all that. Like
I love it. I fucking love it.
Like, I didn't even know they did that in the past. And apparently Paul Ellering or whatever was in there before, which is funny.
Hey,
but this is going to be awesome.
Like we said before.
They brought back the Poon Job match?
Yeah, if you're going to ruin pay-per-views and make them gimmicky pay-per-views like TLC and Hell in a Cell, you might as well bring back gimmicks like War Games.
Fuck yeah.
But what interesting
I can't believe they're going to do I never thought I'd see it again.
I can't believe it. Takeover is going to be great. Because...
And NXT is the best format for this.
So far... They've announced it's going to be the Fatal 4-Way match. I don't know if they've announced all the members. I know for sure Kairi Sane's in it. I might be looking at spoilers right now, so I'm not going to say anything. Of course, the NXT title will be defended. And now we're getting a War Games match? Fucking War Games, man!
Amazing.
Fucking War Games!
There's only going to be one in that whole show?
Yeah, there's only one War. You have to have a lot of people in your roster do multiple War Game matches. That's a lot of people in the match. Right? That's a lot of fucking people.
There's one fucking match from WCW's past I don't think they'll ever bring back, and that was like the Triple Cage inspired by Ready to Rumble.
Fuck that. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it fucking back.
Dude, you know,
100%
I will only allow it if David Arquette himself comes out and announces it.
Yes.
That's the only way.
I would be with it.
If David Arquette's like, I'm back, and I'm bringing this back, and like, yeah.
I'm calling it. Next
like the worst air.
Next pay-per-view, Jinder Mahal is going to retain. It's going to be Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal in Triple Cage.
And the Triple fucking Cage from Ready to Rumble.
Calling it right now.
That was the only one in history, right? I watched it. It was terrible.
It was bad. It was fucking
But it was fucking hilarious.
It was bad.
It was really bad.
Should have kept it just in the movie.
It was really bad.
But
don't be mad. I used to like that movie when I was little. I didn't even like WCW, but I
like it now.
Oh, cool. I didn't like that. A lot of people did shit because it was so bad. I thought people would be like, "Give me shit for liking it."
No, that's
here's the thing.
That's why it's so good. It's so bad, it's good.
I didn't like WCW at the time because I was a WWF guy, like I had mentioned before. But I love that movie because it was hilarious.
No, it's a great movie.
I'll never forget. Diamond upside down is a pussy. Remember that?
I remember that. I always thought it was funny that DDP was the bad guy in the movie.
Right.
I always thought that was funny.
I thought it was cool when Sting came out. That's what made me like Sting because I was like, I'm like maybe I should watch WCW, and I'm like, nah.
All right, well,
it wasn't enough.
Before we leave today, because we're getting close to an hour, and you got to do your beer fest thing, we got to do a couple of little things afterwards. I want to do like a little debate point that if there is anybody that's listening, on Facebook and Twitter about something that really popped in my mind this week. A lot of champions in WWE. There's not a lot of good champions in WWE. But that's not what I want to talk about. Who's the best champion in WWE right now?
Let me go down the list.
There's a lot of champions. You got, of course, you got Brock Lesnar. You got AJ Styles. You got Drew McIntyre's holding the belt.
Well, I haven't seen much NXT. How has he been since TakeOver?
Great. He's been great.
See, I haven't seen him much.
I haven't seen it this week, but him and Roderick Strong apparently had a great match.
See, I probably would say McIntyre, but I haven't seen much since.
You know who I'm saying?
Well, go ahead.
Number one, The Miz.
That's what I was going to say, too. I knew it.
I mean, who else?
I was going to say Styles, but then he was going back and forth between Owens. And honestly,
you can make it.
Here's the thing,
make an argument for Styles.
Miz has been. I'm going to go with The Miz, too. Because Miz has been making that title great since fucking SmackDown.
Shit, and now he's that title great since 2010. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, even better, more so. And he's on Raw now, and it's still making it. He's still making it good. So I'm going with Miz too, man. He's the best champion.
And just for full
and
disclosure,
also think about this too. Since we don't see Lesnar very much, the IC title is pretty much like the world title when Lesnar's not around.
Pretty much. at
So
this point,
he's
yeah.
like the fucking, you know.
And now, just for full disclosure, we were gonna do like best champion in the world, but there's no doubt that it's Kazuchika Okada.
Yeah,
No
even though I
fucking
haven't
doubt.
seen like a lot of his matches, I'm gonna have to agree. He's the
475 days plus.
You can't beat that.
He's
record.
beaten
And
everybody.
he's beaten the best.
5 and 6 star matches. Obviously, Okada's the best. So, give us your opinion. Who's your? It doesn't have to be. It could be your favorite. It could be the best. My personal favorite champion in WWE is Pete Dunne. I fucking love Pete Dunne.
He
Fucking
is
love
great, but I just haven't seen him defend it that much.
And he's at 140 days, so he's got a big.
Well,
he's
he
got a long
doesn't
title.
defend it that often.
He's defended it.
That's
and
why.
he defends it in another promotion.
Oh,
He defends it a lot outside WWE. which is
WWE
fucking-
allows him to do that.
Yes, he's
I
defended it.
thought he could only defend. I thought you could only defend a WWE title in the WWE ring.
Nope, he's defended it in Progress. He's defended it in ICW. They had a couple. You can find this on YouTube.
Okay,
It
well
was
that's sweet. I didn't know that.
search up. There was a fatal 4-way. It was Pete Dunne, Trent Seven, Wolfgang, and then a guy named PT Gunn.
Nice.
They had a really good fatal 4-way.
Are they going to sign any of those guys? I'd like to see them more.
They're all signed.
Oh, they are. I thought they
they're
were
all
only
signed.
wrestling for Revolution.
No, they're all.
So it's like a co-sign. Like they can do both
Yeah,
companies.
they got a really good relationship with British wrestling, which is fucking awesome. Like I said, here's my.
Well, I guess that as far as WWE is concerned, you really only see them like on NXT and like those UK tournaments.
Oh,
Like,
you
I
see
don't
them
really
very
watch a lot
rarely.
of Progress. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you see him very rarely.
That's
They
why
need him on
like
TV.
I'm saying, I like to see him more in WWE because I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't watch much Progress, even though maybe I should.
No, you can find a lot of clips on YouTube. You just gotta start searching it up. Just search the guys' names on YouTube. You'll find it. But Drake, I think it's time, buddy.
You know, like that WWE presentation. Yeah, it's time, huh?
Oh, is it? Yeah, it's time for my PowerPoint presentation.
PowerPoint
We're
presentation.
talking about presentations.
Yes.
It's time for my PowerPoint
All right, let's
presentation
go.
on why the ankle lock is the greatest submission of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Phenomenal Podcast.
What?
I am your host, Anthony Musolino. As always, Drake Duncan sitting behind me. If you enjoy what you're hearing,
Next to you?
yeah, you're sitting right next to me.
You said behind you.
I stood behind you.
I'm like, I don't think I'm behind you. I'd be a little awkward.
He's behind me, just like the rest of the community that we're trying to build up here. If you're enjoying it, subscribe. Goonland Productions, subscribe to the channel. Get the word out a little bit. Always spread the word. Always can use the help from everybody to just give us a little plug, a little share on the old Facebook at Phenomenal Podcast, Goonland Productions. It's still Phenomenal Podcast on Facebook. I've been thinking about changing to Goonland Productions. I'm not gonna lie, because I've thought about it. Phenomenal Podcast is just a subsidiary of Goonland Production.
Mhm.
So
That's true.
and at this point, it's the only thing on Goonland Production. So
All right.
I mean, if you
That
really
makes
think
sense.
about it, Phenomenal Podcast is Goonland Production. We are going to grow. The plan is to grow.
Right.
The run-in is happening. It's just the first episode, the audio was a little fucked up. So
Oh, the running from the outside,
The-
professional,
we call him the expert.
outside expert.
The expert.
Right.
JP Whitman.
Hey, I got a new tagline, by the way, we can use. Remember, you ain't gooned unless you in Goonland. Something like that.
We'll figure it out. We'll work on it.
I like it.
I like the concept. We'll work on
You
it.
ain't gooned, and you ain't gooned unless you in Goonland, baby.
You ain't gooning unless you're in Goonland.
Goon or gooned, it doesn't matter.
And we'll figure it out. We'll work on it. But if you,
I was gonna sign off with that, but we need some work.
like I said, that maybe next week. Maybe we'll open the
Alright.
show with it next week. Maybe there'll be a new intro
Alrighty.
in the works. We'll figure it out. I mean, if you want to edit this week, you can edit with it. I don't care.
Well, yeah, I think maybe we got like a signature. I think honestly, each week let's get a signature opening and a signature closing.
Well, I think I'm gonna sooner or later we're gonna lock it down with like an intro that we come in with every week. So it's just like a normal intro.
Right.
What I want to do is I want to take clips from the episodes, like funny shit we said in the episode.
I like that.
That's the plan one day.
But
But
and I think a good sign off too.
yeah, so in time,
Like so you know it's us, our signature.
remember, Drake, we are only on the 21 episode, and we are working towards 1,000. One day.
Yeah.
One
That
day.
was impressive. But
21 is great. 7 months. 7 months of progress, man.
how many does Colt Cabana have?
A lot more.
Does he have over 1,000?
No. Joe Rogan's got 1,000.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm reaching for. I'm reaching for Joe Rogan's
a
status.
lot more.
We're going to be the Joe Rogan of
Well,
wrestling
if you think about it, man, there's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
You just have to fucking keep doing it.
We just got
For
to
a
stay
second, I
on
was
it.
going to say, oh, there's 365 weeks in you. I'm like, no, that's days, dumbass. So
And not only do we need to stay on it, we need the support on the community, on the Facebook, on the Twitter at Phenom Podcasts. I don't know what's going on with SoundCloud. It's SoundCloud. You got to pay like $15 a month to do it. And now that we're on YouTube, I really don't want to pay that $15 a month.
And we're still on iTunes too, right?
Well, no. The old episodes are on iTunes. We need the iTunes. So I'm going to figure out an HTML player.
You're killing us.
I'm
going to help too because I need money. Too.
No, I'm killing the SoundCloud. The iTunes isn't going to be lost. I'll fix that. I'll figure it out.
Whatever our biggest market is.
I'll get our own RSS feed. I'll figure it out.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Our biggest market's here on Facebook.
I got sent a email from Facebook that gave me free $20 to promote us.
Fuck yes, use that.
I forgot about it.
Ads. Not.
I forgot to do it.
Don't boost.
Well, what episode do you want?
No, we'll talk about that after.
Ads?
We'll talk about that after because I got to close out the show because this has been the Phenomenal Podcast. Like I said, live every week on the YouTube, usually around like 1 o'clock every Saturday. There might be days where we might like flip it onto different times, but Saturday at 1 o'clock is like the time that we're always shooting for every week. So Drake, good episode this week. Yeah, it's a good game. Good game. And we will see you guys next